What is going on, everyone? My name is Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology, the Titans action, spawning in the bottom of the map in the blue color, playing as Loki. His name is Matreiuss. His opponent today in the red color, playing as Ra. His name is Moore. We're on the map, Painted Desert. So things getting exciting here. Loki versus Ra. We've already seen this one going very, very close in the favor of Moore. The game was incredibly tight. Matreiuss makes Loki look incredibly strong, whether or not it's just because he is a master of Age mythology, or if everyone else is just playing Loki poorly. That remains to be seen. So we'll see what's going to happen here on this game, on this map, with a little bit different situation to be had here. The town centers both kind of back, much harder for Moore to get the early town center lead and hold on to it. So we'll see what the story is going to be told here after this after the result is said and done. Right now, we're seeing the spy getting dropped onto this food in the middle of this base. Oftentimes, Ra players won't really move these villagers out of their base, so this spy doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Really, the best way to use spy, in my opinion, is to find the pharaoh and spy that one. Because then you're going to know where they drop the Heimdall. You're going to know what they're building units, because the pharaoh is normally really close to where all the buildings are. You're going to know if they're going for a fast second town center. All of this stuff is very, very knowable with that spy. So we'll see how it's all going to go. Anyways, onwards and upwards. Let's take a quick look at Matreiuss' build order. One thing that really, really strong Norse players always do is they're trying to find ways in which they can split their ox cart up with a straggler tree. If you can delay this third ox cart, the second ox cart you train, there's a way you can delay that. It really increases your early game income by quite a bit, because if you think about it, the ox cart will delay a villager 8 seconds. So you can already see that there's 8 seconds being delayed then. But then also every villager that's coming out after that is 8 seconds delayed as well. So it's 8 resources plus 8 resources plus 8 resources, all the way up until you actually train the ox cart. If that math is wrong, that math is wrong. You can tell me it's wrong, but I feel like it's roughly... it's close. It's close to correct. Close to correct, I have to say. So we see the temple being dropped by Matreiuss. Really, really forward here. Going to be looking for some aggressive early game play, it would seem. Relics on the map. We do have the Gaia's Book of Knowledge, an extra 300% bonus damage against the Titan. Not the most useful of relics there. And another relic down the bottom of the map, Odin's Wand. That relic actually really helps the Loki player get themselves... what's the upgrade? Hall of Thanes. Helps the Loki player get Hall of Thanes because it costs only 270 resources. And we're seeing Heimdall coming through for Matreiuss. I love the Heimdall here. I think Heimdall against Ra it's got so many different... It does so many different things. So first off, it scares the Ra player. Now the Ra player has to be like, ooh, should I go for a second town center here? Should I stay one town center? What should I do? It seems scary because Undermine is going to be able to kill your sentry tower or your watchtower and open up access to your gold mine. So you're scared on that front. Second front, you're scared that your opponent is going to be able to prevent your Heimdall from going up. So you don't want to put that out in the middle of the map like over here on this gold mine, because you might get attacked here. Undermine, Walking Woods, Mountain Giant, that kind of thing can be really scary there as well. So we'll see what Matreiuss has got in store for us with this Heimdall. There are a lot of chances that this is just going to be a straight fast second town center or going to the heroic age relatively quickly. I'd be fairly surprised if we see a straight Heimdall rush here, but we are seeing the longhouses being dropped. So it does look like that is the case here, as the villagers do push this Ulfsark back. Maybe Matreiuss is going to go after that granary there as Tar is coming through. Houses coming up around these towers here, and now Moore's going to have to figure out a way to play this. So If I was more here, you got to think about dropping barracks, and you got to think about making axemen and scouting. Scouting is really, really important, as we see the Einhjar coming in, sees the wooden walls, the priest getting pulled straight away. So you do have to get that scouting in to see exactly what your opponent's doing, because right now we're seeing Hersa being built, throwing axemen being built, and the units are just going to keep pumping out here. And now this is Painted Desert, so you do have to remember Painted Desert is a very difficult map to play on because the gold mines are very difficult to secure. You get one side gold mine or two side gold mines, and the rest of the gold is in the middle. You get food in the middle, a little bit of food on the side, but mostly food in the middle. So things are very, very tough where that is concerned. And Matreiuss is just holding back here. He's just saying, I don't care. I'm just going to hold back, not doing all too much. Maybe faking a heroic age or something and then going in with a bit of a timing here. He can undermine this tower. There's a world in which you can sit the undermine to hit this tower and this tower. It's right on the line. And the way that undermine works is if you can line it up perfectly, the undermine will go all the way through this ground and hit this tower as well. As we do see Rain getting cast by Moore. He's going to have himself a barracks coming down. The armory is coming up. The villagers over here are throwing their farms down. One thing that if you do go for one town center plays with Ra, it's really, really beneficial to actually rain after you click up to the heroic age. It gives you a really big boost going into the heroic age. If you don't, then you don't have the extra resources to really do a whole lot. You start slowing down the income with those farms. Even though you got plow, it's not really much. And your economy kind of suffering just a little bit, whereas your opponent's economy is just huge. Now we see the armory coming up for Matreiuss. So it looks like maybe some sort of semi-fast heroic going in with a gold starve attempt. You do see that there is that one spied villager on gold here, so Moore's going to be kicking himself a little bit because that means that more like Matreiuss is going to see where a potential second gold mine is going to get grabbed. As now we see Matreiuss going to be moving in here. The question is going to be, will Matreiuss be able to kill this temple before Moore hits the second or the third age? Denying a rock here is going to be really, really big. So we do see that the temple has been taken down. One throwing axeman does fall, but that's completely worth it there to take that out. Unfortunately for Matreiuss, he doesn't get the watchtower over here as well, as the unit's pushing it onto this position, trying to hit some of those throwing axemen there. Oh, sorry, axemen there. Throwing axemen going after the villagers as they get pulled off of the gold mine. A bit of a surround coming through. The Einhjar does blow its horn. One villager going down. A troll spawn here onto this position as another villager going to be going down. The Pharaoh has to retreat back. The temple does go up though. So that means Moore will get his Patsukos and get his rock. So he's going to be able to go for raids straight away. Moore's got not quite enough resources right now to be making himself a Migdol, but he does have the rock. One way you could go around with this rock really nicely is to drop some axemen in it as well. As you see the Wadjet scouting around, Moore is looking for some type of locust here. He drops a locust. Matreiuss reacts immediately, loses one villager, loses two villagers. These villagers, for some reason, are long-distance mining because the ox cart was picked off. Hersa coming back here to try and take down this Wadjet. As we will be seeing the rock moving in onto this position. Does the throwing axeman have the upgrade? Answer, not just yet, but 90% on the way there. So Moore's rock is going to be very, very weak here. Very easily picked off. And we'll see what Moore's plans are right now. He does still have Shifting Sands, and Shifting Sands is a big upgrade, a big technology to still have at this point in the game. Allows you to really catch your opponent out of position and get some good damage done. But right now, Moore's got some difficulties going on with his economy. 6 villagers on food, not really enough to keep a consistent villager production and axeman production, so he has to cut the axeman there. As we see the rock getting taken down, that's absolutely huge. The troll going to get some good damage onto the Patsukos as well. But this Patsukos is kind of like a bit of a slithery boy, quite speedy here, getting away a little bit surprisingly away from those throwing axemen there, as Matreiuss is now going to the heroic age through Bragi. He is saying, I am going for you more. You're going to get met with Bragi and you're going to have to deal with it. The problem is that Matreiuss went through Heimdall. So The big reason why Bragi is so good for Loki is if you have like 10 to 20 Hersa, 30 Hersa with Hall of Thanes, you can Flaming Weapons, you just get so many myth spawns, so much favor income. It's absolutely huge. If you Flaming Weapons without that, it's kind of like Flaming Weapons with a Thor, and it feels a little bit lackluster, and maybe even so lackluster, in fact, that it might be a better idea to go through Njord instead to give your army some pushing power to run through a Heimdall or something like that. And now Matreiuss going to be retreating back just a little bit here. The Patsukos hanging out. We've got the Chariot Archers coming through for more as he's still looking for raids over here. He's going around with the Chariot Archers here. Matreiuss might need to be making some raiding cavalry, which he has started here as Bragi does come through. And the big question is going to be where to next. We see the dwarves coming forward onto this gold mine over here as the villagers moving over onto this food, onto this location, checking out the armory upgrade. Economic upgrades are not to be seen. Matreiuss could definitely use pickaxe, shaft mine coming in right now would be really, really helpful, but doesn't have it. More on the other hand, if we take a look at his economic upgrades, he's got pickaxe, he's deleted his mining camp for whichever reason here, and he's going to be moving out onto this location here with a Heimdall stronghold getting dropped. So Matreiuss needs to figure out where he needs to go. More getting pretty lucky here, moving that that spied villager onto wood. So Matreiuss not going to be 100% sure where he needs to attack, but while he's doing this, he's going to be taking the third town center of Moor, and Moor's got no way to stop that. Moor's currently stuck on one town center for a little bit longer. His economy is not so good. We do see a very, very naughty usage of the wooden walls. It's kind of the same as just drawing a normal wall around, but you can't really pick these off. This causes really, really difficult pathing issues for an attack. So Moor's going to be making that just happen there a little bit. Unfortunately, we see Shifting Sands coming onto this position, but too little, too late. As Moor's Shifting Sands is gone now, the town center goes up. The Patsukos is getting taken down here. And absolutely insane as we'll see Matreiuss having to retreat back. But now we've got the Battle Ball coming in onto this position. Going to be going in, trying to take out these Chariot Archers as well. We see the Patsukos getting taken down straight away by the Battle Ball. Incredibly smart to do that. Meanwhile, a couple of raids coming onto this gold mine. Matreiuss has to pull back. However, going to be chasing the Chariot Archers away for the time being. We see more, still looking for more damage here as Matreiuss going up to 3 town centers right now with that location, but lots of villages for Matreiuss currently idling. He's going to be moving them forward. Imagine Locust here, but not really an option for him. Now the Battle Ball coming through onto this position, going to be trying to take out these Chariot Archers as best they can. Battle Ball on this position here, going to be thrusting those, or maybe flinging those Chariot Archers right back into the raiding cavalry there. Thank you for the 125 bits, Howard Hughes. Appreciate you, my friend. We see some more raids coming in onto this position here. Matreiuss still hasn't thrown down his hill fort. Would have been really, really helpful to get a hill fort onto this gold mine. Making some Huskal would be absolutely huge. Meanwhile, the raids still coming through over here, getting dealt with very slowly over on this position. We see the Battle Ball coming in to defend this location here. The Troll over here going to be getting some good damage done. Maybe Moor's going to be able to come in and take out this Ox Cart. You have to remember that Loki's Ox Carts do get a really weird bonus in that they are cheaper, but they also have less HP for whichever reason. As the Battle Ball trying to take out all of these as best as it possibly can. Meanwhile, over here, these Chariot Archers have been kind of caught out here, all getting taken down. Matreiuss going to be really happy with that one. The town center almost up for Matreiuss. Moor, on the other hand, has to be thinking about where to next. He's still pumping out units, trying to put the pressure onto Matreiuss, but at this point, Battle Ball are out too strong. We do see that one of those Ox Carts was taken out here, and these villagers need another Ox Cart here to do anything. We're seeing some villagers moving forward, going to be eating the gazelle right in the front of Moor's base, being very, very dangerous here. here. Matreiuss right now, 83 of 130 population. Could definitely do with a market somewhere to sell that wood and make himself some extra gold here, as we are seeing some villagers still pumping out onto this location over here. Dwarves getting built over here as well. The villagers might come over onto this position. Need an ox cart over here as soon as he possibly can. But Moore's army is all over Matreiuss for the time being. We are seeing Moore retreating back here, looking for something to do with his army, but there's just so many gold mines he needs to be checking at this point, and he has no idea where to go. He could come up to the top, get a couple of villager kills, come down to the bottom, get a lot of villager kills. We do see Moore's going to be grabbing his second town center right now, maybe going to spot these villagers here. Could be really, really big. Meanwhile, the battle ball's still creating a lot of chaos here. Moore's doing some nice micro with his chariot archers, going after the throwing axemen. Definitely want to be ignoring the battle ball as best as he possibly can here, if he wants to find value, which he does find here. As Matreiuss drops down to 69 of 145 population. More on the other hand, 113 of 130 population. But no way to really get a third town center here, as the raid's going to come in onto this location here. Matreiuss retreating straight away. We'll see if he's going to be able to come back and start some farms. He's got... he should have a whole bunch of wood still in the bank. He does, so he can start those farms. We see the ox cart yet again, the first port of call for those chariot archers to target down. Meanwhile, dwarves coming back over onto this location. Raids coming through here with the villager raids, in fact, as one gatherer gets picked off, with Moore wanting to gather this hunt for himself here in this location. But now we see Moore still looking for more potential villager kills here, as Matreiuss is really, really struggling to produce. Remember, Matreiuss only has 2 longhouses and a temple here. It's nothing. He needs more production, but he doesn't have the time to get it up right now with all of the pressure being applied. And Moore is kind of motoring ahead. He's got his economy sorted. We just see the villagers back onto this location. Matreiuss isn't building villages anymore. He needs to be getting those out. We do see some villagers over here getting sniped down. The raiding cavalry coming through to get some good damage done, but looks like the chariot archers will simply retreat back. Now the cavalry pulling away from this location here, as we see raiding cavalry pulling away as well. Battle ball randomly moving in over here, going to get some raids. Now we do have to remember, the second gold mine expiring here is a bit of a lose condition for Moore, because all the third gold mines, I should say, are in the middle of the map. So he will have to secure one of those. And that's going to be scary for him, with Matreiuss getting his economy going and his military going very, very shortly. We're now seeing medium raiders through. You definitely do need heavy raiders as soon as you possibly can. As we see Moore's army, or Moore's military, coming through onto this location, going to try and take the ox cart. Matreiuss smartly pulls his ox cart back, but Moore, excuse me, Moore is on the prowl for said ox cart to be taken out. And Matreiuss does manage to come in onto this position with his raiding cavalry to take out these chariot archers as best as he possibly can. These dwarves pulling back over here. We see the chariot archers getting somewhat surrounded over here, as the battle ball coming through as well to get some good help in this position. And Moore going to be continuing to look for raids in the main base here. Matreiuss hasn't got himself any sort of watchtower upgrades, going for some villagers shanking shenanigans. These chariot archers got 127 HP, so it's quite a bit, but the villagers will be able to end the chariot archer's life here, as we see still flaming weapons available, but Matreiuss holding off using it, waiting for full population. Don't want to click the button too soon, as now we're seeing the units move forward. Do we see any attempt at heavy raiders? Not just yet. Any attempt at armory upgrades? We do have pierce upgrades, like 1 level of pierce upgrades here, as Matreiuss is pushing in onto this position. He's got double battle balls. That's 20 crush damage, 20 hack damage to take down the town center. Going to be trying to take this out as best as he possibly can. The villagers over here getting destroyed very, very quickly, as well as the town center is getting targeted down. We've got the chariot archers retreating back here, as a market does end up coming up for Matreiuss. So that's going to be a very big help for him a little bit later. We see the priest empowering the town center here, but Moore manages to get to the Mythic Age. He has Son of Osiris in his grasp. He's got himself a mummy here as well, as it's coming forward to try and take down one of these battle boars. That's absolutely huge. And there's the flaming weapons. Absolutely huge. The rock picks everything up. The Pharaoh over here going to get caught out, so no immediate Son of Osiris, letting Matreiuss have a little bit of time here. We do see the Pharaoh gets garrisoned here, but you still have to heal it back up. As you see the units getting dropped in onto this position here. Mummy isn't able to cast its special power here until it recharges after dropping in and out of the rock. At this point, as we see the town center, looks like it might not go down here. The villagers are getting picked off, and Matreiuss has to pull back. More defends, but it's not easy sailing just yet for Moore, because he still has to deal with town centers. He's in a town center deficit at this point. Matreiuss is getting those farms down. He's got himself 20 farms out already, or 20 villages on food at this point. He does still have some zebra here as well that he could potentially eat if he so chooses. We've got some raids coming through onto this location over here as the gold mine has expired. So this is, again, another lose condition here, or win condition, I should say, for Matreiuss. And we'll see if he's going to be able to secure it or not, as a random battle ball does unfortunately go down to the mummy here, and now the catapults are in. Not only the catapults are in, but the rock is here. So this catapult is going to be a difficult one to take out. This is one of the most strong ways you can use the rock catapult combo. I see a lot of Egyptian players use rock catapult and go for what we call rock raids, which are effectively, you pick the catapults up, you move it to this town center, you move to this town center, yada, yada, yada. But when you do it like this is effectively like the catapult has got a wall around it, and you didn't have to build it at all. As the Pharaoh is now coming in, has 130 of 130 population. We see heavy raiders through for Matreiuss. Hell is almost through, but the question is, where to next? And it looks like Moore is not going for a gold mine here. He's just going to go straight for this town center. He doesn't have much gold at all. He's going to be selling resources for gold at this point. But the problem for Matreiuss is, how does he deal with the Son of Osiris and the army which Moore has assembled? It's very, very difficult to pick off the Son of Osiris without Ballister, as the dwarves will be retreating back. These villagers over here retreating back as well. A fourth town center, or a third town center, going to be coming back up for Matreiuss, as Moore gets his third town center up himself, and he is deciding to take this gold mine for himself. The villagers moving forward over here to grab this one, and now the roles are reversed. Matreiuss does have the security of these gold mines for the time being, but there's definitely a world in which Matreiuss can get gold starved here. But Matreiuss finds the Son of Osiris, surrounds the Son of Osiris, and has managed to protect or prevent it from retreating. We see the rock coming over, desperately trying to pick up the Son of Osiris, but he gets half HP. Beautiful play by Matreiuss, catching the Son of Osiris out there, keeping Moore gold starved for the time being. And Moore's got to be kicking himself for not leaving that rock close to his most prized possession. He's the strongest unit in the game, apart from maybe like a Titan, the strongest hero in the game for sure. As the raiding cavalry's running around onto this position, trying to finish off these chariot archers. Matreiuss still getting some good trades here in this game. We see the Nidhogg flying over here, doing the good stuff. Needs to think about maybe sitting somewhere a little bit more useful. Don't really need it in the army. You want to be going for raids and sticking away from where the enemy units are. We see a Migdol Stronghold coming up for more. Matreiuss here, 130 of 140, or 140 of 140 population. Town center just about to come up as the raiding cavalry come in onto this position, trying to hit this one as best as they can. We do see a mummy coming over here to attack this location as well. Going to be able to pick off this battle ball immediately, but the battle ball will be retreating away. It does not have the upgrade to make it run faster, but we will be seeing the battle ball sacrificing itself, potentially such that the fire giant can move in and try and take it down. We will be seeing the raiding cavalry trying to chase this one down as best as it can, and the mummy will fall to the fire giant there as more villagers getting picked off as they're going to be retreating away here. Meanwhile, we do see the rock raids continuing onto this position, going after this town center. Moore is going complete abuse in this game. We see a couple of units coming over here. How do you deal with this? Couple of swipes onto the Son of Osiris, going to get a little bit of damage done as more units coming over here. We will be seeing the catapults dropping in and out of this rock, getting good damage done. Meanwhile, this town center going to be going down very slowly. The Nidhogg getting some good damage done as well with the help of the Fire Giant. Matreiuss managed to get up to 140 of 160 population there, but he's not able to continue to hold this town center. So it's absolutely huge there. We see the 12 raiding cavalry chasing this. That's 24 population chasing this rock. Moir's got 3 catapult, which are 4 population each, I believe. So 12 population plus the Son of Osiris, which is 3 population. So 15 population there versus 24. So a little bit of an advantage for Moir where that's concerned. Town center coming up over here. I'd love to see a Fire Giant moving into this position. Whenever someone's going for these rock raids, send a Fire Giant around to take out the rock. Always a good play. We are seeing the villagers popping out here. The Nidhogg can very easily help over here to take out these villagers. Does so much damage, 30 damage per second, plus the splash damage onto all those villagers. We do see the villagers retreating into the town center and out of the town center, doing as best as it possibly can. Here we are seeing the chariot archers getting taken out. Fire Giants now coming through here to take these units away. The town center has been denied yet again. The rock simply just going to leave this position for the time being, move somewhere else, and be very happy chappy. We see the mummy coming over here, going to be able to take out Matreiuss's Fire Giant, not paying attention there. Nice play by Moir to get that one done. The Nidhogg slowly but surely going down, though, as we see the villagers popping out, going after repairing the Migdol, but they might get torched alive there as we see the raiding cavalry coming over here, going to go straight after these villagers. The villagers do all get massacred there as the rock is now floating over a cliff. You're looking for somewhere else to go. Now, remember, there are 5 chariot archers here, so we can take down these villagers very, very easily here as the Nidhogg just about to be able to get, killed off there. As the catapults drop, take down a house. Nidhogg goes down. And the pressure that Matreiuss is putting on here is slowly dwindling, but he does manage to get himself champion raiders here as his fortified town center does come up here. Matreiuss might want to consider getting himself architects as well to prevent his buildings from being killed so easily, as we see a Fire Giant getting taken out by the mummy. Moir is playing this really, really nicely, defending his rock beautifully, defending his Son of Osiris, but there's only so much damage you can really do with the rock raids. If you put everything into it, then Matreiuss can continue to put pressure elsewhere on the map. As we see another Fire Giant coming in here. If the mummy does get garrisoned, you can't get the value there, as these raiders looking for more to do here. Moir has started his trade route. It is getting fairly big here. He doesn't have anyone empowering it, but the ferry does move over just as I say that. So his economy is completely fine without the need of extra gold here. As we see this rock moving over onto this position. We do have a handful of throwing axemen here, which are going to be able to do some good damage to the rock. As he's starting to throw those axes there, get some good damage done. We see the chariot archers dropping here, as the rock does drop down to 150 HP. That's really, really big there. Chariot archers over here are getting pushed back now. Matreiuss does need to think about his own trade route now, because he's going to be running out of gold very shortly. He's got this gold mine. He's got this gold mine. That's kind of it. He does have one over here as well, but there's not much gold there. So we'll see how that's all going to go. This rock is still getting chased away as the Fire Giant is on the prowl here. Moir does have a mummy in there, but remember, you have to drop the mummy and wait 20 seconds to pick off the Fire Giant, so it's not that useful in the rock. But we are seeing Moir trying to be tricky here, moving around the side. But now, Moir's just got so much population here. Maybe Matreiuss is ready to defend, but the rock is not coming in. So we see these raiders, cavalry, chariot archers getting taken out. And the big question is, when will Matreiuss be able to take this town center down? Now, the thing is, because Matreiuss has gone full raiders, one way that Moir can continue in this game in order to never lose is to get watchtowers or guard towers and get crenellations and get sun-dried mudbrick. He's already got sun-dried mudbrick, but then just start throwing towers down over here, towers down over here, towers down over here, and he's going to be completely fine. So his raiders won't be able to push. And then you can start moving forward and finally finding some advantage there, because then that will force out some not raider units in a big way. Revelation gets the bonus damage. versus cavalry, obviously. But now Matreiuss is going for some hill forts. Definitely wants to get some siege out. Going for Ballista. Ballista definitely a really good way to take out both the Rock, Son of Osiris, everything else. We see another Rock coming in for more. He is going full Rock sent. And I like this Rock. This is a Rock that I wish we saw more of. But more is running straight over the top of a handful of throwing axemen. And that is going to be a dead Rock. That is going to be a dead Rock. What I would have liked to see from more is around the side, around here, drop here, side build, go after this town center. But going straight through the middle of the map, not the way to go. Unfortunately, Moore gets shut down. He might try that one again. Could be a really good play there. But now we've got the Fire Giants coming after this town center. Where has the Rock with all of the real stuff gone is the big question. Don't see any random red dots anywhere. There they are. Going straight after this position. We see the Son of Osiris taking some big damage here as the Rock comes in to pick that one up. The Hillfork going to immediately target down the Rock yet again. 140 HP remaining on that one there. The Catapult going to take out some of these buildings nicely over here. But as this is going on, this town center is getting closer and closer to falling here. The village is repairing nicely here as some throwing axemen coming in onto this position. The dwarves moving around here, want to grab this gold mine. Remember what we were saying about a trade route? The trade route has started now for Matreiuss as units pushing over here, trying to deal with these cavalry, but there's not really the right unit there to do that. Meanwhile, raiders come through, going to start taking out those laborers, but the mercenary cavalry have popped out here as we see the fortified towns that are still getting closer and closer to falling as Matreiuss is making this kind of late game Loki look very, very strong. Meanwhile, we see the Rock with 8 villages inside of it moving out. It might get sniped by the hill fort if Moore's not paying attention here. 100 HP, 80 HP, 70 HP, 70, 60 HP. Isn't going to be able to survive here. Gets very close to getting picked off. 20 HP, 19, 14 HP. It's going to run straight into a fortified town center as well as it does move over to the side of the map. Can heal that one back up if you drop the Son of Osiris down. But super scary there. Son of Osiris almost getting picked off. And Moore is going to be looking for this side build, which is going to be absolutely huge. Meanwhile, nothing but mass cavalry. Now, you do have to remember, Matreiuss went through Bragi, so he can get Swineray, Call of Valhalla, Ulfsark to just completely carve through these heavy cavalry if he so chooses. And he does already have heavy throw and axe, or heavy infantry at this point. As we see the Rock coming in onto this position, 14 population there. The villagers dropping here. Migdol stronghold onto the gold mine. Going to be absolutely huge. Matreiuss has got 102 population right now. He has run out of population as the cavalry came through and cleaned everything up. This trade route is everything right now for Matreiuss as well, as the gold is just about mined out. We've got 3,000 gold left. Will be enough for Matreiuss to make an army here, as it were. But the Migdol on the trade route of Matreiuss is going to be coming in. We've got 3 Ox Carts here. 3 Ox Carts makes some sense. Why not? And meanwhile, this town center is still not going down as the ballasts are trying to get the damage done. But we need some walls here. One wall around these catapult will be absolutely huge. We see the catapult. Oh, sorry, Pallister being absolutely huge. We see the catapult coming in to immediately get targeted down. Cavalry still moving around to getting some good damage done. The Ox caravans doing their darndest, but maybe thinking about restarting the trade route over on a different position would be a way forward here. But while this is going on, Moore's town center ends up falling. The ballista too much for Moore to handle here. Is 7 ballista right there, able to take the town center down. We see the other watchtower going down, and now Matreiuss can make a move forward to grabbing this town center for himself. As we see all of the ox carts falling here. This ox cart over here also falling, so Matreiuss going to have to build some ox carts to continue mining on this location. Still Matreiuss not making any attempt defending this location. We see a siege works coming through. Moore's at 132 of 140 population. The siege works going down. The Migdol stronghold going down here as well, as the heavy cavalry going to get taken out. And we see these cavalry coming through for Moore as Moore is trying his darndest to find a way back in to this game. He's downtown centers, but Matreiuss is about to be down gold. He's got 2,000 left. His trade route is in shambles. But we do see some heavy Ulsark coming back in onto this position to try and take this out, or at least defend, as we will be seeing this town center maybe go on the wayside of Matreiuss in the near future here. As the Ballaster come forward, got this stray mummy getting healed back up by a priest. More very, very careful with those mummies. Not want to throw them away too easily. So we see this market can probably get deleted here. These ox caravans going to have to go for a very small trade route from here over to here. As the town center is now going to be getting built very, very slowly, but getting built nonetheless. As those ox caravans start their journey to getting gold for Matreiuss and keeping him alive in this game. So we'll see this Ballaster taking out the mummy. One thing to remember about myth units is that they do have a little bit less crush armor. They don't have the 99% like everything else. So Ballaster and Siege in general do have a little bit extra damage against those myth units. As the units still pushing forward, we've got the Huskar coming in here very, very slowly. Get this town center up, but now we're starting to see some axemen coming for more, so that might mean we have to see some raiding cavalry coming back out for Matreiuss here. As now Matreiuss is making the decision to bring his Ballaster back. It's going to be a long slog here. If Matreiuss loses this town center, he's going to be super unhappy. But right now we've got 2 catapults here. We've got the villagers down here as well as barracks are going to get dropped. The villagers finishing up on this food over here. And how many ox caravans does Matreiuss have? He's got 10, 12 ox caravans gathering 18 gold a trip. An absolute... It's not good for Matreiuss right now at all. 180 population though. Plenty of population going to be trying to move in and take this Son of Osiris out. A little bit of a bug there by the Son of Osiris. Might be getting surrounded here if Matreiuss pays attention. Could pick this one off. Very, very close to the Migdol Stronghold. Matreiuss not going to allow it through, but it does teleport into the Migdol Stronghold as the units come through. The town center is saved. The Ballaster still making their way over here, or have made their way over here, going to be able to take out this Migdol Stronghold. A decent trade route's going to be able to get started here. And will Moore be able to push back over here? And in that moment, Moore says, no, I don't have any way forward in this game. My side build has been thwarted. Your town center is grabbed. Your trade route is going to restart. And he does not want to continue here anymore. His trade route is fine. I'm surprised he doesn't have the units here to compete, or the economy to compete, but that just goes to show you how strong Norse can be when you play Norse at a high level. Look at this economy here from Matreiuss. Only at the very end here does Moore overtake him in economy, and it's just not enough to find a victory here. Matreiuss too good in this game. More going to be getting taken out. If you guys enjoyed this game, please consider hitting the follow on the Twitch. If you're on the YouTubes, hit that subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next game.